Happy Flex Friday to everybody out there. My name's CJ Curry, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at multiple NBA player props over on PrizePicks. Now, if you don't have PrizePicks, promo code CJ Curry still gets you that $50 return the first time you play $5 over on PrizePicks. So definitely take advantage of that. There's a link down in the description of today's video. PrizePicks is where I like to play parlays, multi-leg parlays, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 picks. But hey, you could play these picks wherever you have money currently loaded. So that could be a sports book, that could be a rival site like Underdog, it could be Sleeper, Better, etc. But if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button now, hit the like button. We're dropping videos regularly each and every week here on the channel, helping you win more. And speaking of winning more, over on Tuesday, we just won 3-0. We basically swept all of the picks in our last video, and then I took a couple days off, and now I'm back again. And so hopefully today brings more wins than losses. Speaking of wins as well, we've got to pick somebody from the comment section in our last video. Obviously, we've been running giveaways here. Free month of Dub Club. Dub Club is our VIP community that I have set up. I'll tell you why you should probably be a Dub Club member in just a moment. But first and foremost, let's pick the winner. And the winner is Arnold Dobek 06990. Now, Arnold's comment was Jason Tatum under 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Tuesday night, they played against the Toronto Raptors. And Jason Tatum did go well under his points, rebounds, and assists line of 40.5. So if you are Arnold Dobek or Arnold Obek 06990, please send me a DM. Join the Discord. Link to the Discord's in the description of today's video. Once you've joined the Discord, shoot me a DM. I want to get you set up with a free month of Dub Club, which is a $20 value. Congratulations to Arnold. We'll pick another winner from today's comment section. All you need to do is comment your favorite player prop. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit the like button. And if that player prop ends up hitting like Arnold's pick hit, then I'll pick somebody from the comment section randomly, and you can get yourself a free month of Dub Club on my behalf. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we did last night in Dub Club. Dub Club went absolutely bonkers. I sent this one out to the community members. This was a 6-pick flex play. I put $40 on it. I turned $40 into $1,000. Most of these picks, as you can see, are kind of interesting player prop categories. Field goal attempted, field goals made, free throws made, three-pointers attempted, and fantasy score. Not your common prop categories like points, rebounds, and assists, etc. Kind of went off the grid, off the beaten path here, and chose some different player prop categories, but it worked out. As you can see, we did really, really well. And I also support Underdog as far as sending out picks for Underdog. I do that as well. And I sent out 2 different 2-pick power plays. These were both boosted, in fact. One had a 50% payout boost. One had a 60% payout boost. And you can see here that we turned this into a nice $416 slip from $100 to more than $400. And then we turned this one to $50 up to $200. So congratulations to everybody who tailed these picks over on PrizePicks and Underdog. Hopefully we can have a fantastic Flex Friday on today's, pretty big NBA slate. So what are the picks for today? Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to run through several different options. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for you guys. Let's start with this first one here. Aaron Wiggins of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm looking at taking the under here at 18.5 points plus rebounds. Most of the projection models have Aaron Wiggins going under this player prop. So starting off by looking at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, why this tool so key and such an important piece of your PrizePicks, Underdog, wherever you decide to play your player prop research, is because it's going to go out there, it's going to scan all the different sports books across the landscape, and it's basically going to show you how people are betting on these props. Which way is the money coming in? Is it coming in on the under? Is it coming in on the over? And then what it does is it takes out the juice or the vig that these sports books charge you for taking a bet on their books. And in this case, Aaron Wiggins here has a little bit over a 53% chance, almost a 54% chance of staying under 18.5 points plus rebounds. You're also seeing that his line is at 17.5 PR on most of the sports books out there. So PrizePicks is just a tad too high. They're kind of like the black sheep of the family right now when it comes to these DFS apps and sports books. They're like one of the only few that has them at 18.5. Everybody else has them at 17.5. So this is probably a good betting opportunity for us to take the under at 18.5 over on PrizePicks. Now, of course, we're going to take a look at some of the projection models. I use a number of different resources and tools here. This one is probably my favorite pound for pound as far as price and value, what you get for your money. I love RotoWire. They give you everything from plus EV information to custom projection models, hit rates. It's kind of like your one-stop shop, giving you a little bit of everything here. But take a look at Aaron Wiggins. You can see that a lot of Aaron Wiggins player props today, especially the ones that include anything to do with his points, are leaning toward the under, especially the points plus rebounds, which is the one that we're discussing now. Aaron Wiggins is projected for about 15.53 points plus rebounds according to the RotoWire projection. That's about 3 PR lower than his line at 18.5. And yes, he has had some good games in recent memory, but the sports books, the lines makers, they have already factored that in. They know that he's been playing well. They know what his hit rates are, gang. There's nothing that you might be accounting for that these lines makers on these sports books haven't already accounted for, okay? So remove any bias out of your decision making. Ride with the data here, and the data simply states that most of these books have them at 17.5, meaning this 18.5 number is just a little bit too high. And you can see that the RotoWire projection also has them under 18.5. So let's check some other projection models, because every projection model is just a little bit different from one model to the next. Here's Aaron Wiggins at 15.8 points plus rebounds over on Fantasy Labs. They have really sharp projections, so shout out to them. Taking a look at his projection over on Shot Quality, his projection there is sitting out at 15.03 points plus rebounds. So again, well under 18.5. We could also go over here to a free projection site. This is the site formerly known as NumberFire. It's now been rebranded. It was acquired by FanDuel. It's now known as FanDuel Research. So you can go and Google FanDuel Research and get access to these free projections if you want them. But he's projected is Aaron Wiggins for about 12.3 points, about 3.9 rebounds, which means he's going to be projected for well under 18.5 points plus rebounds, which is why I'm leaning toward the under on that one. The next guy is Aaron Gordon of the Denver Nuggets. They're coming off of a back-to-back. Aaron Gordon did not play up to his standards last night. Hopefully tonight's a little bit different, going up against former teammate Tobias Harris back when they were with the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons. So Aaron Gordon going head-to-head with the Pistons tonight. The over on 19.5 points plus rebounds plus assists looks like the best way to go. So let's go over here to another Aaron Gordon. We're going to punch his name into the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. And when we do that, you can see Aaron Gordon's got about a 52% chance of going over 19.5 PRA tonight. Most sports books have him at 19.5. A little bit of line movement, a little bit of juice on the over here at 19.5. Maybe it picks up some steam throughout the day as people kind of catch on to some of these projection models for Aaron Gordon. He's got some very favorable projections today, so let's go take a look at those. We'll go back over here to RotoWire and start there. Just simply punching in Aaron Gordon's name, you can see that a lot of his projections today that include the rebounds and assists in the projections, a lot of them are leaning toward the over. So like over rebounds or over fantasy score or over rebounds and assists, or in this case, over points, rebounds, and assists. So a lot of favorable projections here for Aaron Gordon. His PRA projection is about 24. That's 4.5 more than his line currently sits over on PrizePicks. So very healthy projection for AG today. Taking a look at some of the other projection models from other sites, we'll go over to Fantasy Labs. They've got him projected for about 23.2 PRA, so love that projection for Aaron Gordon today. Shot Quality's got his projection up at 19.58. A little bit tighter, a little bit closer to what his line is currently sitting at out on your favorite sports books, but still right in that neck of the woods, right in that neighborhood of 19.5 PRA. And then over here on FanDuel Research, they got him at 13.3 points plus 6 rebounds, so that's about 19.3. plus another 3.7 for the assist. So that puts him at about 23 PRA for Aaron Gordon, just a slight bump, a touch above the 22.5 where he's at today. So Aaron Gordon projecting well across most of your projection models. And then we'll go down here to the next one, which is Nicholas Claxton, who's sitting out at 22.5 PRA. We're going to go back over here and take a look at Claxton on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. There's a lot of unders kind of coming in today for Nicholas Claxton across the board here. You could go under on the PRA, 52.66% chance that he is going to stay under 23 points, rebounds, and assists. Most of the money is coming in on the under at 22.5 PRA as well, including Pinnacle, which is considered the gold standard, the sharpest sports book that's out there. So Pinnacle is a good sort of beacon if you're looking for just like one sports book to kind of compare and see where the odds or the juice lies on these player props. I would probably use Pinnacle if you only had access to like one book to kind of compare against sites like PrizePicks, Underdog, Better, etc. So anyway, Claxton looking like an underplay here based on the way that the money is kind of coming in. So again, we're going to rinse and repeat and kind of just show you guys these projections for Nicholas Claxton. His projected PRA is 21.74. That's about 0.76 lower. It's actually more like one or more PRA lower when you shave off an extra 10 to 20% off of this projection of 21.74, which you should be doing on all of your projections. So anyway, good under projection there for Nicholas Claxton. If we head over here to Fantasy Labs, Nicholas Claxton sitting out at 22.1 PRA, puts him slightly under the 22.5 number, leaning more under than less, so that's good. Taking a look, leaning more under than over, I should say. Let me correct myself. Going over to FanDuel Research and we take a look at Nicholas Claxton there. You kind of have to scroll through. That's the only bad thing. The navigation is not so great when you're trying to look for somebody specific, but he's at 10.6 points at about 8.5 rebounds, so that's like 19.1 PR. And then you sprinkle in the 2 assists that they expect him to have, and that puts him right around 21 PRA. So that's definitely less than 22.5 for Nicholas Claxton. So for me, he would be an under option. Now, PrizePicks is telling me that Aaron Wiggins' points plus rebounds has been removed. So maybe you pivot to something else Aaron Wiggins related. If the PR is not available on PrizePicks or on your favorite site, then you can pivot over to something else for Aaron Wiggins. Like what were some of the other ones we talked about? Something like, under on the PRA would be fine, under on the PA, under on the points. Pretty much anything points related for Aaron Wiggins, you can lean toward the under on those. All right, on to our next pick. After Nick Claxton, it was Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley sitting up at 28.5 points plus rebounds and assists. Tough matchup tonight against the Boston Celtics, but Mobley has had some pretty good success in recent memory and in previous matchups. So take a look here at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Evan Mobley sitting out here at about almost a 52% chance to go over 28.5 PRA. Some books, some sites have him at 29.5 like DraftKings. So we'll have to see how this line kind of develops throughout the day, but it is a plus EV play, positive expected value play. So let's go check out some projections for Evan Mobley. Taking a look at RotoWire, they're really loving Evan Mobley across the board today, whether it be PRA, fantasy score, rebounds, points and rebounds, points and assists. Really doesn't matter. All of the projections are leaning more on Mobley, so they expect him to have a pretty good game today against the Boston Celtics. His actual projection, 31.32 projected PRA. That's a 2.82 PRA difference. Now, he is coming off of a little bit of a bad game against Orlando. Orlando is a slow-paced team, a very good defensive team typically. Prior to that, though, he had a streak going of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games in which he had cleared his points, rebounds, and assists. Previous games versus Boston, it's been kind of hit or miss, but he's definitely hit more than miss. 5 games in which he's gone over, 4 in which he is not in the last 9 matchups versus the Boston Celtics. So Mobley's definitely a guy who can get it done if he's playing his best ball. Taking a look here at his projection on Fantasy Labs. They have him at about 33 points, rebounds, and assists, putting him well over today's line of 28.5. Taking a look at shot quality, same situation there, 33.22. Huge projection for Evan Mobley, a great betting opportunity for us to take an over on Mobley. And then we're going to go over to the FanDuel research page and take a look at Evan Mobley there. 15.6 points plus about 10 rebounds puts him at around 25 PRA, plus you sprinkle in the 3.4 assists or so, and he's right there around that 28.5 PRA number. So definitely within reach based on the projections that we're seeing for Mobley right now. So I would lean toward the over on him. The next guy, Nickeil Alexander-Walker of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota's listing both Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle as game time decisions. So there's kind of an outside chance that both Gobert and Randle play tonight against the Utah Jazz. Obviously, Gobert, former Utah Jazz member. Maybe he decides to finally suit up tonight and take on his former team, but that kind of remains to be seen. But if he does play, I think that just further hurts Nickeil Alexander-Walker's ability to clear this line. So 8.5 rebounds and assists. I'm looking at the under for NAW. So let's go take a look at where he's at on the sports books. You can just simply type in his last name. The Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer will find it for you. And when you do that, you can see he's got about a 52% chance of staying under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. So if he has 8 or fewer, then we cash out on this prop here. 52% chance that he hits. Now, going over here to RotoWire, we type in Walker's name there. Most of the projections for Walker are going to be toward the over. The rebounds and assists, though, is on the lean less side because this is not a prop that he typically clears in most of the games in which he has played. So kind of a tough situation here. His projection is actually for more. This is the only site, RotoWire, that will have him projected for more than 8.5 rebounds and assists. The other projection models across the industry have him under. So this is kind of like the black sheep of all the apps right here. But if you take a look at the hit rates for this guy, he has only went over this prop in about, 4 games this season. So a 85% hit rate at staying under 8.5 rebounds and assists. I think for me, that's worth me taking a chance on. Against Utah, though, he has had some success for whatever weird reason. He has had some games in his previous 5 head-to-head matchups where he has gone over 8.5 rebounds and assists. So if you believe in like previous head-to-head matchups, which I mean, I take those with a grain of salt, then maybe you stay away from this prop if you feel like it's a little bit too dangerous. But let me show you some other projections, and perhaps that'll help you get a better idea of what you should be doing here with Walker. Starting with this projection, which is Fantasy Labs 6.9. Let's just round it up and call it 7. 7 rebounds and assists puts him under 9 rebounds and assists by 2 RA, which is quite a bit. So if he stays under 9 rebounds and assists and stays around, 7 to 8, then we cash this prop out. So that's a pretty nice projection for the under. Take a look at shot quality. Shot quality's got him sitting out at about 7.5 rebounds and assists, 7.59 to be exact, which again puts him under by almost 1 whole rebound and assist versus his line of 8.5 today. We'll go back over here to FanDuel Research and check them out. As you can see, with all these props, this is what I put in here. This is the time and effort that I put into each and every pick, which is why, we ended up cashing out the big ticket $40 into $1,000, because I really, dig into these player prop projection models. I really try to find ones where, across the board, it's universally projected over or universally projected under. So hopefully you appreciate all the effort and time that I put into each and every one of these picks. But as far as his projections here over on FanDuel Research, 4.5 rebounds, 3.9 assists, puts him barely under 8.5. Again, if you shave off another 10 to 20% off of that projection, then he's going to be well under 8 rebounds and assists. So good projection there as well. So leaning toward the under on Nickeil Alexander-Walker, which brings us to the end of the video. I guess that's it. Man, I was having so much fun there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we talked about all the picks. Anyways, gang, what do you guys think? Leave your favorite prop down in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm picking somebody to win a free month of Dub Club. I want it to be you. So if you got a player prop that you're really liking, if you've subscribed, if you've hit the like button, then comment that prop down in the comment section below. And if it ends up hitting on tonight's NBA slate, I might pick you from the comment section to be our next 1 month of Dub Club winner. And as you can see, we are cashing out in Dub Club. So definitely the place to be if you're wanting to win more together. Good luck on all your picks, plays, and parlays. I'm going to send a slip out to the Dub Club and Discord members right now, and we will catch you on the inside. Peace.